It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the ground. He's got it again. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. Got it out to the 31 with the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Give to Brown. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Dyer. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Gives it on the option. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
6th play of the drive coming up. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Grabbed over the middle, it's Robinson. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Running into the open space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that 1st.
Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And it's picked off at the goal line.
Every week we have these tips and tendency charts. We know what formation they like to run certain routes. They know what their favorite routes are by certain guys. You could tell the secondary was unbelievably dialed in. Defensive line got no pass rush, but they were sticking with their guys in the back end, and they forced the INT.
Oh, better look out! Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Works the middle of the field. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They get to him as he throws.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They go to the draw. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback, surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Under fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
the receiver.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw. He's got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Here comes the heat. Needed to get rid of that football, but just couldn't turn it loose. The defense got to it. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. Pulls it in inside the 10. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try the run. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. BYU about to kick it off to open the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first half stalemate.
Yeah, we've set offense back 30 years in that first half, but we've got a whole new half to play here. So why not come out on this first drive, make a statement, and finally get us back into the age of contemporary college football?
You sound very discouraged as I sound encouraged. That's great defense. Phenomenal defense in the first half. Who doesn't love a 0-0 halftime game?
And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got the back over the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Back open in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
Leaves it with the back. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And that is what is so dangerous about this quarterback. Not only can he hurt you with his arm, but, man, he can hurt you with his legs. And he shows you the speed on that play. Wow.
And guys, this has been a defensive struggle, but now on 1st and goal, a chance for the first touchdown of the game. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Arizona State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Well, it's been a defensive war this entire game, and you're wondering who can break through. Give this offense a lot of credit. It has not been easy, but they've been physical. They did a really nice job, I think, with play calling there and setting things up. And finally, someone is able to get on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
7, BYU, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Inside the touchdown, BYU. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
7, BYU, 6.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
On third down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Brown. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Powers through the defender. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Extending the play. The throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bachmeier. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
The give to the tailback. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's go. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Let's go. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Let's go. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And clang, no good, off the right upright. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Notre Dame. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun to give to the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense drags him down. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
Looking left. Hauls it in. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you've got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Give to the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
The Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give on the option.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Gives it on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Knockdown.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Wants to throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. No good on the two-point conversion. They tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1.
BYU.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Starts from their own 25-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody, like forcing an incompletion against that guy.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for a man, it's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And the Sun Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. Defense wants to bring the heat. From the gun. Under fire. Using his feet to buy time. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.